Welcome back for another exciting episode where we will discuss some of the irrational boat rages that were captured on tape. Let's start! I doubt the rescue team had to instruct him to tie down the rope after he threw it rather than hold it until they reached the shore. They reported that the engines weren't working. Nonetheless, following collision, the engines were still able to shift to forward and drive the ship. It seems more likely that the crew accidentally activated the wrong controls in an instance of Prius unresponsive. It's unfortunate to report that this could have been avoided, saving many of these people from severe headaches. A straightforward detachable battery kill switch may have prevented this. However, I'm not sure if the man had the key. What kind of boat risk would you be taking? All of those others were likely saying the same thing. I've spent my entire life, 60 years on the sea, so I'm astounded by the incompetence of the onlookers as well. I've lost count of the number of folks I've assisted throughout the years. In addition, I can say that the favor has been repaid. Karma will punish them.
All over in that east side.
Ouch, at 170 miles per hour. The water is not a forgiving surface. His boat instantly changed from being a motorboat to little more than matchsticks as soon as he struck the water surface.
We thought it was going to be okay. Bounce, bounce, okay, we're all right, uh-oh. And there's your one.
It doesn't seem like every person who was impacted was a billionaire property manager. According to the footage, a poor woman who resided on the boat was hurt. Some people ought to live on a yacht they own, since paying docking fees is significantly less expensive than paying rent.
Video from Orange County where a large stolen yacht rammed other boats and a dock in Newport Harbor. The suspect also...
These boat owners ought to sell their boats before they truly damage someone. There must have been a stuck throttle. My heart went out to the boat's owner. She seems like a composed person, and I hope she has received fair compensation. I'm also eager for the fashion craze of men donning Sinatra hats to pass. A loose lock nut on the steering is horrible, but even if it did, the top cover would keep the nut from really falling out. The wheel's center pin would have still been in place, yet I must admit he was fortunate to have his kill switch attached to himself. Glad everyone is safe, but did you know that they now have proms on boats? Over the internet, someone obtained a captain's license. There's no way to run over a large ocean, and even the boat is packed with people, bikes, and automobiles. Being helpless to stop the crash while witnessing it is really terrifying. If you had hit him in the appropriate place, he would have been completely manageable. Instead, he simply lacks boat driving skills. He should have backed out because it was his fault alone. Very near the water, no life jacket or unable to swim. How regrettable. In a boat crossing situation like this one, the boat coming in from the port, left side, is in charge of making an evasive maneuver, while the other boat is in charge of maintaining its path. The proposal's failure was incredibly distressing. Thank God the boat didn't cross over before it started to move. The term large black boat rocked is immediately clear to me. This is why you make sure it will get into gear well in advance. Dude, the top half of their hatch was completely destroyed by the passenger side prop. If you've ever held a real-life prop, you know that it's razor sharp.
We do have a boat over on the course.
Not every hero dons a cape. One of the boats he attacked had a resident inside who hoped to be saved. Jet skiers are always present. Most of the time they have no idea what they're doing. Jet skis are said to be the greatest for preventing accidents due to their rapidity and mobility. Visualize holding a staff in front of the boat and saying, "You shall not pass," as you crash to the ground. Excellent stills of the horrific accident where the capsule hit backwards and upside down. It only caught the boat launch because it was so close to the starting line. An unsettling situation. It was a difficult weekend. A motorized boat in the hands of a novice can suffer significant harm. Remaining in the boat is most likely safer. Okay, everyone, the ride is ended. Please exit. He was unconscious for 10 minutes in the water. How? The boat with the cameras is there. They ought to have been at him in no more than a few seconds. That cut was really terrible. There may have been significant harm. I'd speculate that the female distraction may have distracted the captain from seeing the approaching jetty on his port side. Did anyone else observe that fisherman's refusal to let go of his fishing pole? That person is committed. I'm just relieved that everyone on the small boat is mostly alright.
Hey! 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 Oh my God!
The door was destined to shut, cutting left to make a turn and 2 boats ahead. Sometimes nature does occur. Interior lanes are used. Refrain. I sincerely hope you all enjoy the episode. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and keep checking back for new updates.